What's going on? This is Preston J. Clark, also known as 7th Floor Freeze on all platforms. I am the owner of 7th Floor Clothing, and I am the marketing and communications manager for Akron Urban League. We're going to answer some questions today. So let's see what the first question is. Tell me about your experience growing up in Akron. My experience growing up in Akron was amazing. I learned a lot. I seen a lot. I grew up on the west side of Akron, Copley Road, Frederick Boulevard area, which is also known as the hood or the hill. And I learned a lot up there, from entrepreneurship. My neighbor across the street owned the Dairy Queen. So I would go to Dairy Queen. I would get free ice cream all the time. And it was great. My mom was a teacher, so I always helped her put her classroom together. And that's when I really started doing my art, just seeing, how creative she was putting the classroom together. I would draw pictures, and my grandma worked at the hospital, and she would bring me back cardboard from the x-rays because she was an x-ray technician. So that's how I started with my art. Just growing up in Akron, doodling, anything I could get my hands on, crayons, pencils, anything like that. I would create my own, characters, cartoons, all kind of stuff. And I would learn from all kind of people from all kind of walks of life, from, my grandparents who had jobs to, the local drug dealer who I seen, walking to and from school. So it was an experience. So let's get to the next question. Oh, can't forget Swenson's. Growing up in Akron, I fell in love with Swenson's at a young age, and I still love Swenson's. So shout out to Swenson's. How did 7th Floor Clothing come about? So 7th Floor Clothing started with me and my childhood friend, Frank Miller. We known each other since we were 7. He was 7 and I was 10. So we were water boys for North Vikings High School. My stepdad was the coach, and his dad was the athletic trainer. So he would tape your ankles up. If you got injured, he would put some ice on you. And then, my stepdad was the coach. So he was yelling and cussing everybody out and making sure they was playing, and doing good in the game. But that's how we met. And then later down the line, as adults, I started a marketing company called Milk Crate Concepts when I was in Columbus after I graduated from Columbus College of Art and Design. I couldn't find a job in my field, so we created jobs, right? So from there, it kind of fizzled out, and then I had some unsuccessful years where I was just freelancing, and it was just, I was going from job to job as far as just freelancing, shooting rap video because I had a degree in video production. So I was shooting a lot of music videos, rap videos, R&B videos, any kind of videos I could shoot so I could make some money. And then, one of those downtimes, I got a call from Frank. Frank was saying, we should do a shirt for the Cavaliers. At the time, they were in the NBA Finals. We didn't know if they were going to win the finals, but I created my own championship design just in case they won the finals. So we borrowed 100 T-shirts from a guy named Tommy who owned a shop in Akron. And he just happened to have 100 white T-shirts. So we took these 100 white T-shirts and we printed World Champs on the T-shirts. Champs with the C, with the Cavaliers C. It didn't say Cavs, it said Champs. 2016 Champs. So we take the shirts and we go watch the game at St. V. They had the blow up screen. So we're watching game 7 at St. V, and they win the game. Everybody's crying, hugging, and we're standing there and we got these shirts that say Champs. We had them before Dick's Sporting Goods, before everybody. We had our own World Champ T-shirt. Everybody bought the t-shirt. The 100 shirts sold out in 15, 20 minutes. And ESPN just happened to be at St. V to get reactions from people. And I was the first one they interviewed. So they came up to me. They asked me, how did I know? How did I know they would win? We took a big risk making these shirts. And we just said we know. Because they got LeBron. Of course they're going to win. They got LeBron. You can't count LeBron out. It's LeBron. He's from Akron. So we won, sold out the shirts, 100 shirts. Went back to the lab. We had to print some more shirts. And then we went to Cleveland and we sold out of those shirts. And it just went crazy. So that's how 7th Floor started. And then, right after the shirt, I decided to come out with a championship hat because LeBron and Draymond Green were going back and forth with swag wars. So, Draymond wore a shirt, like taunting LeBron, and then LeBron wore something taunting him. So I came with the frog hat with the trophy, and the frog was kissing the trophy, and it went crazy. We sent the hat to LeBron through a mutual friend, Willie McGee, and he texted. They had a group text, and he texted to LeBron, and LeBron sends back the fire emojis like, I need that hat. I'm like, oh, LeBron, he's going to wear the hat. So we send LeBron a hat. We send his mama a hat. We send the kids a hat. We send everybody a hat. So, nothing happens, So we out on lunch one day, and lo and behold, a friend calls. Hey, man, have you seen LeBron's Instagram? No, what's going on? Well, LeBron's wearing your hat on Instagram. So we go to Instagram. He posted a hat, wearing a hat, smiling. So then we telling everybody, look, check out the Instagram. And then we go back on Instagram. He posted it again with a different caption. So he makes 2 Instagram posts back to back, right? At the time, we got 20 hats to make. We had 20 hats made, and, we commented under the post saying go to 7thfloorclothing.com, get the hat, and we sold like 1,000 and some hats in a day off of LeBron. So shout out LeBron. Thank you, LeBron. Thank you, LeBron. Thank you, LeBron. All right, let's see. Where does your interest in clothing stem from? So my interest in clothing goes all the way back to high school, right? It's a lot of pressure, Going to school, you got to look good. You got to look fly. We didn't have uniforms. We had to wear something different every day. So, I got a job. I worked at Dick's Sporting Goods. I worked there so I could get the Jordans. I got them for a discount. I think I would pay $85 for some Jordans, and I could get them like a few days before they came out back then. I don't know if they do that now, but they would come out on a Wednesday. So before I worked at Dick's, I had to skip school to get the Jordans. So, the Jordans would come out on a Wednesday, and it was just weird because half the school would be missing. They'd be in line trying to get those Jordans. So we would get the Jordans, and then we would match it up with all kind of outfits. We would take the shoestrings out, put another color shoestrings in. So, from there, you got to have the outfit to go with it, And sometimes the Jordan outfit costs just as much as the Jordans. So we had to get creative, maybe find something a little cheaper, but, that looked good. So, and sometimes we might wear a bootleg, I might find some fake polo or something somewhere, it got the polo man on the chest, but if you turn it inside out, it might say something else, So that's where clothing interest comes from. I always was into fashion. I always like to look at the magazines. I always like to see what the celebrities was wearing. So I always love clothing. So let me see. What's the next question? Any hardships you face while being creative in your journey within entrepreneurships? Creatively, no. I haven't faced any creative hardships. I've faced life hardships being an entrepreneur, one of which is being homeless. So I lived in my office for like 3 months, right? So I believed in this company so much that I was paying office rent and apartment rent. So, things started getting a little tight at first. This was before, we came up with the hat and all that stuff. So, it was a little tight. So for about 3 months, I lived in the office and I would go to LA Fitness and get dressed and take a shower. And I did that for 3 months till I had enough money to get another place. So, that might have been the hardest time just getting it off the ground, but I believed in this company so much that I decided to move in my office for 3 months just to get it going. Let's see. What keeps you inspired? Well, inspiration comes from all over. I get inspired from my kids. I get inspired from other artists. I get inspired by music. I might put on a song that I really like, and they might say something in the song. It'll give me an idea to do a shirt. I get inspired by athletes. I watch, sports. Um, and I just get inspired by, more success, getting to the next level. So that always inspires me. And I also get inspired by the paper. We like to make money. So we get inspired, to make money. But, like, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. So it's not all about the money. It's about being creative first and foremost, and then, making sure that you're compensated for your creativity. And, a lot of artists are underpaid that do amazing work. So artists, make sure you know your worth, make sure you get paid, and, do what you love and love what you do. And, work hard because, you know, you might be in the position now, but if you snooze, you lose. You got to always take it seriously and, never take it for granted. Never take one day for granted, because God gives you a day. It's somebody that might not have seen today. You know what I mean? So that's worth more than anything. Time is more valuable than money. Remember that. Time is more valuable than money, because it's a lot of millionaires and billionaires that's dead that would love to buy another day on this earth. So remember that. If you waking up in the morning, that's $1 million right there. That's priceless. So just remember that. Your community impact. So my community impact, I do a lot of mentorship. I go to schools and I talk to students, and I see, what their talents are and what their hardships are, and how I can help them and how I can give them some of the knowledge so they don't have to go through some of the hardships and hard times that I've been through. So my impact in the community is just reaching one kid at a time, one student at a time. And it's always good to see them grow. And I'm at a point now where I see a lot of students that I mentored that's in college now, and that's adults, and that's got their own kids now. And just seeing them continuing on and just do what they love to do is inspiring. And even if they don't do what they love to do, just to encourage them and let them know that, it's a season for everything. You might be in a hard place right now, but it's just a season. It ain't gonna be forever. Eventually, you're gonna get out the hole. So just keep digging. Gotta get out the hole, you know what I mean? Gotta stay prayed up though too. You got to pray, It don't matter what a religion you are, you gotta be in tune with something spiritual, to get you through. So that's a major key. Remember that. Let's see, what's next for you and or 7th Floor Clothing? What's next? Let's see. What's next is we invading the Urban League. We got the new I'm going to the league movement, which was something that I always told my mom, because I thought I was going to play professional sports. So I would always say, Mom, I'm going to the league. And now I'm in the league, but I'm in a different league. I'm at the Urban League. So, it's still relevant to this day. And, I'm representing. And, we're going to do some big things with the Urban League. Chandra Lynn is one of my colleagues, and, we got some big things coming down the pipeline we excited about. So, we're going to keep it going at the Urban League. And what's next for 7th floor? We going up. What's next? We're going to do some shoes, maybe some collaborations with some bigger brands. Maybe like, it might be crazy to have a 7th floor LeBron shoe where I can just design it. Or it can even be me, a Preston J. Clark, just how I got my name, my signature right here. I might have a signature. I might do a signature line, just of some of my personal tastes. Maybe team up with a brand like a Montclair or something, or like a Louis Vuitton. Or I'm down for whatever. So I'm not turning down nothing but my collar. As long as they make it make sense, I will make it happen. So the sky is not the limit. We could go to outer space with it. So you can too, with whatever you want to do. So I would say that what's next is, whatever God has for us. I'm always looking for something new and exciting and innovative. Maybe technology, maybe tech. The tech world is real big. Maybe we do 7th floor tech. Maybe I might come out with my own phone, a 7 phone or something like that. You never know, I might come out with some glasses, some AI, something like that. So I'm always thinking, 5-10 years ahead of time. What can we do that's gonna resonate for a long time? Because when I design I'm thinking of infinity and beyond, like in Toy Story, infinity and beyond. That's what I'm thinking of. When I'm designing, I'm thinking of infinity and beyond. So whatever design I do is going to be timeless, and people going to love it, and they're going to continue to wear it, I call it walking art. So whatever you wear that I design is walking art. It's artwork. You purchased it, it's artwork. I created it from my mind. So, so you can enjoy. So it's walking art, and I continue to create more walking art. And I just want to shout out to all of y'all and tell you to come check us out, 7thfloorclothing.com. We are located at 21 Furnace Street, in the Northside Marketplace. And you can also follow 7th Floor Clothing on all social media, and follow me, 7th Floor Freeze, on social media and on iTunes and on Spotify, because I have music too. I've worked with Snoop Dogg, I've worked with Lil Wayne, I've worked with a lot of artists. So support the music, support the movement, support the clothing line, and support the Urban League. All right, that's it. Peace.